this song doesn't do anything to you mentally, we might have to talk about something. I mean, I'm talking, I want to hit bricks. I want to hit bricks. Where my headphones at? Look at the camera. Yo, what? Welcome to the Wolf Podcast.
Well, family, loyalty, and power more than just the way of words, the way of life. I'm your host, Ben Smith, and together we'll explore stories from the shadows that embody the essence of tradition, respect, and strength. Every episode is a sit down with the past and the present, an invitation to understand the unspoken codes that bind us. So grab a seat at the table, pour yourself a fine drink, and remember, in the back, family is everything. Salute.
I have the H2O in my siggity system. What is happening on February 8th, 2025 at 5:37 p.m. doing a podcast. A podcast on a Saturday afternoon coming at you live. It is Wolf Snazzy spitting some knowledge. I don't even know what I'm saying, guys. It's okay, though. I'd like to say that the song that we just heard, I'd like to say, what the get out of here. The intro music that I played for you, it is called Funk Dark Beat by Denzo Music. It's on CapCut. YouTube, you guys are going to be able to see that I clearly played it on CapCut. So I hope they don't copyright it and say I have to edit it out. I'd be a little frustrated, to be honest with you. Another thing, too, that I've noticed is it is one thing to try and figure out what music is copyrighted, and it's another thing to just post it and see if YouTube kind of flags you. I mean, hey, look, it's on CapCut. I paid for CapCut. I have CapCut Pro. Weird flex, but all right. No, I have CapCut Pro, so I technically should be able to play these things and use them for my videos and they not be known as copyright. Now, is that the case? I don't know. And yeah, we're doing the podcast, obviously recorded, but it gets posted onto YouTube if you're interested. This is where we learn how to look into a camera while talking as if I was a newscast reporter. Yeah. We can tone that down just a hair, Ben. Relax. It's okay. This is not your first rodeo. But I would like to say, though, I did get this book. I saw it on the Tickety Talk shop. It's called Don't Believe Everything You Think, by Joseph Nguyen, Nguyen. And why you're overthinking is the suffering, or why you're thinking is the beginning and end of suffering. This book offers a completely new paradigm and understanding of where our human experience comes from, allowing us to end our own suffering and create how we want to feel at any moment. Yes, let me engulf. What is the first? What do we got here? Don't believe everything you think. What do we got here? I saw it on the Tickety Shop. For Kenna, an angel on earth who taught me what unconditional love truly is and how it can change the world. Already touched on a heart. We got table of contents here. Chapter 1, the journey to discovering the root cause of suffering. Okay. The introduction states what you will discover in this book and how to get the most out of reading it. Okay. Let's see here. Let's read an excerpt. For those of you who you hold on, before we go in, you might be thinking, Ben, why Why you got that book? Let me tell you why I got that book. Because as a young laddie, I had a big imagination. And one day I decided to call my imagination anxiety. Now that we've recognized that, we're able to figure out that things are bullshit. I didn't even need to buy this book. I just self-therapied right there. Right there, I just done did it for you. Right then and there, I just told you that if it's imagination causing you anxiety, it's bullshit. You done made it up. Not real. But sadly, though, I don't live by that code. No. What will you discover in this book and how to get the most out of reading it? I will say, the TikTok shop videos are really fucking corny. It'd be some guy like crying. Whatever, dude. Whatever. This book was written to help you find everything you've been searching to find. For example, real quick, sorry, I have not read it. We are reading. This is a live read. Don't even, okay? I'm not reading the whole book to you guys. Chill out. Jeez. It's a freaking back gay. The book was written to help you find everything you've been searching for and the answers to all the questions you've had your entire life. I understand this is a bold statement, but you will shortly see why I have complete confidence in saying this. What I know to be truth from the depths of my soul is that you will not be the same person you were after reading this book. The only constant is change. Growth is an inevitable process of life, and it will be impossible for you to not change after reading this book. Quote unquote, we cannot change what we are not aware of, and once we are aware, we cannot help but change. Sheryl Sandberg. No matter who you are, where you're from, what your background is, what you've done and haven't done, what status or wealth you do or don't have, Martian or not, you can find total peace, unconditional love, complete fulfillment, and an abundance of joy in your life. I promise you are not the exception, even though it may seem like it. Love knows no boundaries. An open mind and a willing heart are all you need to receive every answer you've been looking for. And yes, there are practical implications and high byproducts. Sorry, it's a little dark in here for the green screen. If you guys think like, wow, he's just so invisible. It's dark in here. Allow me to focus. And yes, there are extremely practical implications and byproducts of understanding what is inside of this book, which many of the coaching clients have experienced, such as a 2 to 5 times increase in income. Whoa! Exceptional growth in their business, deeper and more harmonious, learning how to read too, harmonious relationships, overcoming lifelong addictions, the spontaneous disappearance of destructive habits, an increase in health, vitality, and overall energy. Miracles like these occur daily for many who understand the principles within this book. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. If I were to list some of the improvements and results people have given from this understanding, more than half of this book would be story. I cannot read right now. More than half of this book would be stories of such daily miracles. I don't get that. You know what? Say I can't read. I don't care. I am reluctant to mention any of these external results because it is not the point of this book. These physical manifestations are the byproduct of the inside-out understanding of how our experiences of life work. In actuality, we only want external results like money and significance because we want to experience certain feelings inside, such as love, joy, peace, and fulfillment. The feeling is really what we want in our lives, not the physical things. But the trap is that we believe that physical things will give us those feelings that secret lies. Stop reading, man. We believe that physical things will give us those feelings. The secret lies within the feeling. I'm actually going to reread that because I think that actually makes sense. We only want external results like money and significance because we want to experience certain feelings inside, such as love, joy, peace, and fulfillment. The feeling is really what we want in our lives, not the physical things. But the trap is that we believe the physical things will give us those feelings. The secret lies within the feelings. This book will help you guide you to uncover the truth you already know within and discover these feelings you've been looking for your entire life. Don't read this book for information. Read it for insight. Insight, or wisdom, can only be found within. That is why it is called insight, inside. To find everything you're looking for in life, you must look inside yourself and discover the wisdom that already exists within you. All the answers lie deep within your soul. This book is merely a guide to help you look in the right place. I truly admire anyone who still has the hope that they're looking for is still out there. This means you have hope. Without hope, we have nothing. So the fact that you're here reading this now is a testament to your faith, courage, and strength. I know with 100% certainty that you will find what you're looking for if you continue down the path you're on with the hope you have in your heart. I want to make it clear that this book is not the only book that contains truth. The truth lies within everyone and everything. You must look beyond the form, the physical, to see and experience the truth, the spiritual. The words in this book are not truth, they point to the truth. Let's go ahead and finish what we started, guys. Come on now, bear with me here. This is literally this is the last page and a half, and then we're donezos. Bear with me here. Look beyond words to see truth for yourself. The truth cannot be intellectualized, it can only be experienced. The truth lies within a feeling, which is why it cannot be formulated into a word. If you want to find truth, look beyond the words and look for a feeling. You know, that's actually like, if you want to find truth, look beyond the words and look for a feeling. I can't tell you how many times, and this was just a quick example, I've told the wife, and it's not recent, but I've told the wife, I've been like, maybe not even her, but to my point, everybody shut up and listen. Shut up and listen to what I'm about to say. If you want to find truth, look beyond the words and look for a feeling. I've been like, look, I'm going to name 2 restaurants. The first one that has this type, like I'm going to say one, you have a thought, but then when I say another one, what was your opinion on it? You know, do you get what I'm trying to go here? Stay with me now. If I said, let's go to Bojangles, and you're like, okay. And then I might know, let's go to Chago's, and you're like, ah. And then you're like, I'll go to Chago's if that's where you really wanted to go. No, motherfucker, I wanted to go to Bojangles. That's what my heart says. Stay true to what your heart says, player. Come on now. Many who discover the truth describe the feeling as complete peace, unconditional love, and overwhelming joy. People also describe it as the most unfamiliar feeling. It feels like you're finally home. Look for that feeling, and everything will be revealed to you. In this book, I will not say anything you don't already know deep inside your soul. This is why it will be a familiar, unfamiliar feeling when you experience the truth. Don't try to use your intellect to figure it out. You won't. As soon as you intellectualize it, you've missed it. The truth does not come from mesmerize. Whoa, come on, man. The truth does not come from memorizing a sentence or two. A child can do that, but they will not understand the truth. The truth comes from in the form of a feeling. From that feeling will come the wisdom and truth you seek, which will set you free. That's what we're all ultimately seeking, isn't it? What I will unveil to you in this book will seem simple. It will seem almost too simple, and your brain, ego, will try to fight it or attempt to make it more complex. I like that. Come on, Ben. What I will unveil to you in this book will seem simple. It will seem almost too simple, and your brain, ego, will try to fight it or attempt to make it more complex. It will think that it can't be this simple. When that time comes, I want you to remember that the truth is always simple. What is complex can always be broken down into smaller counterparts. The truth cannot be broken down into smaller into smaller constituents. There we go. Jeez, constituents, which is what makes it the truth. This is why truth is always simple. If you were to find the truth, look for simplicity. Approach this book with an open mind and approach this book with an open mind and a heart of pure intention to know the truth, and you'll receive everything you've been searching for. Before we move on, I want to express my deepest gratitude for you for being here and sharing your time and attention with me. Those are some of the most valuable life forces you could give to another. Damn. I mean, that actually kind of felt like a smack in the face reading that a little bit. Because you guys are listening to me. And I mean, I know I say thank you, but wow, yeah, that one caught me off guard. Caught me off guard. Before we move on, I want to express. Actually, let me look in the camera. Before we move on, I want to express my deepest gratitude for you for being here and sharing your time and attention with me. Those are some of the most valuable life forces you can give to another. So thank you for that gift to me, which you are also giving to yourself. Never forget your own divinity, because it is only through our divinity that we have our humanity. With love and light, Joseph. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. We're reading the first chapter. It's literally 2.5 pages. The book has got me pulled in right now. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you say. Let's do this. Chapter 1. The journey to discovering the root cause of suffering. People have a hard time letting go of their suffering out of fear of the unknown. They prefer suffering that is familiar. Thick neck hant. Whoever named their child Thick Neck Hant, that's a joke. There is an important distinction to make when speaking about suffering. When I mention suffering in this book, I'm referring to psychological and emotional suffering. There is a way in which no matter what happens in your life, you do not have to suffer emotionally and psychologically. I am not saying that we go through this all in our heads. Hold on. I'm not saying what we go through is all in our heads or made up. Terrible and unfortunate events happen to people every single day. I'm saying that although we experience a lot of pain in our lives, suffering is optional. In other words, pain is unavoidable. But how we react to the events and circumstances that happen in our lives is up to us, and that will dictate whether we suffer or not. Buddhists say that 2 arrows fly our way whenever we experience a negative event. Being physically struck by an arrow is painful. Being struck by a second emotional arrow is even more painful, suffering. The Buddha explained, in life we can't always control the first arrow. However, the second arrow is our reaction to the first. The second arrow is optional. When I first heard of this quote from Buddha a few years back, I was confounded because although I understand what he meant, I didn't know how I could apply this in my own life. If anyone were given the clear choice of suffering and not suffering, I don't think anyone in their right mind would choose to suffer. How can I not choose to suffer? If it were as easy as that, I don't think anyone would suffer anymore. It wasn't until years later that I came across a new understanding of where suffering comes from that I could stop it at its source. As I began my journey of self-improvement, I came across many different teachings, studies, and methods to help people overcome their problems. I read dozens, if not hundreds of books, studied psychology, went to therapists, listened to many different thought leaders, tried changing my habits, waking up at 4 a.m., changing my diet, becoming more structured and disciplined, shadow work, studying personality types, meditating daily, going on spiritual retreats, following spiritual masters, and researching different ancient religions. I know some of you are probably literally going, just like I was in my head, he needs Jesus. Have a laugh. Have a laugh. If you named it, I probably tried it. I was desperate to find an answer because I wanted to know how to stop suffering in my own life and help others do the same. Although some of these things did help me improve incrementally, it didn't stop my suffering. I still always felt highly anxious, fearful, unfulfilled, irritated, angry, frustrated every day. Even after doing all that, I still didn't discover the answer. And if I'm being honest, I was even more lost than before I started on this quest. I felt purposeless, hopeless, and directionless. I didn't know what to do anymore, where to look, or who to talk to. It wasn't until I was in my darkest hour that the glimmer of hope began to lead me to the light. All of a sudden, after years and years of searching, I stumbled upon one of my first mentors who revealed the answer to how I could alleviate my suffering. The answer I discovered was an understanding. The answer I discovered was an understanding how our minds work and how the human experience is created. Hmm. Not bad. Yeah, see that was the first chapter. The second one's like, huh. It's kind of cool though. It's kind of a cool book, to be honest. You gotta check it out. Little paperback book. It's on the TikTok shop. I'm gonna show it to the camera again. Don't believe everything you think. Take a chill pill. Learn to breathe. Learn to breathe. What do we got here? You need to learn to breathe. There's not too many times in this world that there's not a lot of opportunities to breathe. You gotta wake up one day and try and breathe as hard as you can breathe, because if you breathe as hard as you can breathe, you might intake enough oxygen to have 2 extra breaths so that you can make it the extra mile. Do you feel the power of the music? What if I just shattered this glass on my head? What if I just went crazy? What if I just came in with Master Chief on my side? ODST troopers, we just kicking in the dough. Give me all the money! And everybody's thinking, Chief, what's going on? And I'm just going crazy. I'm sorry if you didn't really expect any of that to happen at that moment, but I saw epic cinematic motivational trailer, and I figured, why not? Why not? Because again, I paid for CapCut YouTube. I'm gonna play this stuff. If this is all free on here, no, it was horrible. Um, I don't. The thing is these songs, like, I don't know what they would be like. What? Everybody getting mad when President Trump signed executive orders like this. He just swiping them out, man. Oh man, oh man. That's some funny bone business right there. That's some funny bone business. Some funny bone business. I'm having a good time right now on the Pickety podcast, but I have to be honest with you, I do not know how much longer we can go on this one. Not due to, you know, sometimes you just gotta come in short and sweet. Like, I feel like I delivered some heat. And honestly, I want to read this book on my own, for sure. I'm not going to want to wait till next week to read another part out of it. But if you actually enjoyed hearing a part of the book, I actually do not mind reading. I would read a chapter straight up. We can have a straight up audio book with Wolfpack Podcast audio book section. Everybody, this is not a long book either. So, you know what I'm saying? Reading one chapter per episode, you get your kick out of it. Get some info. I think I can legally do that. I bought the book. I bought it. Okay. How many times I gotta tell you I bought the book? How about I do this so I actually look at the camera? I have my OBS on my other monitor. Weezy F, baby. Hey, hi, how you doing? Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. Let's get a, what do we got here? What we got here? The wife texted me. I'm ignoring her. I put this song on when the wife texts. You just straight up ignore. And she said it's time to go. And I said, no. No. I told my wife, no. Yeah. Tell your wife no. Tell her no. Tell her, no, it's not time to go. No. No, baby, I don't wanna go. Oh. I want my Wendy's to go. Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh. I got one more and I'm out of here. What do we got? Something funny? Something cool? What do we got? What do we have? Exciting? Party. I'm a party guy. The song is called Riz.
I got so much Riz.
Whoa.
I ain't gotta speak.
Hey.
They know what it is.
Hey.
They like what they see. Unspoken Riz. They gon' come to me.
What?
Everybody see. I'm the top.
Uh.
I'm gon' get sturdy, yeah. Get sturdy, yeah. Get sturdy, yeah. Get sturdy, yeah. Get it? Ooh, I'm rizzed up. You could call it that. Looking at my fit, this is drip. This is plenty.
Thank you so much for listening to the Wolfpack Podcast. It's Wolf Snazzy. And this one's short and sweet and to the piggity point. Holla at me. Stay with me. Holla. Wolf Snazzy on the YouTube, Instagram, podcast, Facebook, Wolfpack page. Everybody, Wolf Snazzy. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you.